Good morning, everybody. I'm going to talk a little bit about this closet door that I'm installing in this old house. I got my assistant there, Catherine, over there. And I'm going to talk a little bit about the installation and how I did it and so forth. I've already put the knobs on the door. One thing about putting these knobs on the door is that you need to put them, the hinges are right here on the seam, so you need to put the knobs close to the hinge. If you put them here, over here, when you pull out, you're pulling in a bad direction, and the door really won't open. You'd have to take a hold of the knob and kind of scoot it this way and pull. But if you put them here and you pull directly out, the door will open correctly. So Catherine, go ahead and shut that door there all the way, and go ahead and open the other one. Okay, and then open the one on the other side. And you can see there, you get into the closet. They actually open them all the way, Catherine, if you would, please. Okay, she got that one opened all the way and the other one opened all the way. So that's good. Now go ahead and slide them back in. Okay. And she's going to slide the other one back in. And push them shut, and they open and shut nicely. Now, one thing you need to notice is up here on top is you've got a little track up here that they run on. This little track. You can see the little knob in there, or the little runner that runs right along the inside of this track. They're also on the upper end, they're fixed right on the very end. You've got one that's fixed here, and the other one runs right along the track there. That's what allows it to open and close. On the bottom end, you really, they just swing freely. They don't have anything on the bottom end at all to hold them. I put this board in the back here. Actually, it's a 2x4 ripped, cut about 1 inch, and it's a 2x4 length here, 1.5 inches by 1 inch. So there's actually no runner on the back, but is right on the very end here. They are taken, and they're fixed on the very bottom. That's what holds them there. But they run freely right along the on the bottom. They run freely. There's nothing, no track or anything that they run on. Now, one thing about it, I did put that board back there to keep them from going back into the closet. So that helps stabilize it also. Another thing I wanted to talk to you about, explain, is that in order for these things to work correctly, what needs to happen is they need to be plumb. The rectangle that you build to put this thing in needs to set exactly plumb. Now, if you notice here over on the right-hand side, if you take a look at the bottom there, it's the thing sets up higher than it does over on the left-hand side. The reason being is this is an old house and the floors are not exactly level. Also, if you notice right along the side there, in the bottom, it's about a 2x4 length from the wall. I've got conduit running along the top of a 2x4 there, and I've got plug-ins there. But if you notice, if you get up top, you notice that it doesn't set in a 2x4 length from the wall. So the walls are not really plumb and the floor is not really plumb. So what you have to do is you have to get it plumb so that the doors will hang properly. If you don't, it's not going to work good. Now, what I did when I installed this is I did the installation. I put the 2x4s around the closet doors. I put them while the thing was on the floor. I laid everything flat, and then I put the hooked it up correctly, and then I put the 2x4s around it. And then also, in order to keep it from twisting, once I got the thing done, in order to keep everything plumb, I took and I put some boards, and we'll go in here and we'll take a look. I put some boards right on the very corners here to hold it in the proper rectangular form, so that when I raised it up, it would stay plumb. There wouldn't be any looseness as far as it being able to tilt and get out of plumb. So once I raised it up, all I had to do was square it to where it was plumb. And like I say, the floor is not level, so it's a little bit higher off the ground over there than it is over here. So anyway, the installation of the doors is complete, and they work great. There's no problem with them. The only thing left to do with this closet here is I need to finish it along the top, put a shelf on top, and I need to put the bar in the closet. So anyway, that's a little bit about the installation of a double swinging closet door and how to install those. And I hope this little video helps someone install one of these things. If you don't keep everything plumbed up, and if you don't square it up correctly when you're putting it in, you can definitely wind up with some problems and it won't work correctly. Anyway, thanks a lot, and you folks have a nice day.